For close to 3 months now, ADA has traded below the 40 cent level, and a lot of people may be wondering when this is going to end. When are we finally going to break out of this downtrend and start to work our way back up towards some of those higher price points? And what you may notice if you look at the ADA charts is that it's very consistent. It forms very consistent patterns as it moves towards higher prices. And I want to show you guys what I mean. Now, there's been several times this year where ADA has in fact broken 40 cents. Okay, it did it obviously in January as it moved into early February, right? It did it from mid-March to the essentially middle of April. And now again, we are back at that price point where each of these subsequent or each of these prior runs up have began. Okay. So when we draw this trend line, the trend line that it followed on each one of these runs up, you can see if we move it from run up to run up, it is very, very consistent. So what that means is that in all likelihood, if I was a betting man and I had to guess when in fact ADA was going to break past 40 cents again, it would likely be sometime in mid-August, sometime around 14th, 15th, 13th, somewhere in there. Now, as always, this is not financial advice. And what you guys need to realize is that there's always the potential that this could get invalidated. The reason why I say that is because obviously there are still things that stand in our way of getting to that point. Obviously, in just a week, we have the FOMC meeting, we have the PCE report, we have the GDP report, all stuff that could essentially invalidate this current trend that we're on in terms of ADA. The nice thing is that we've obviously been moving to the upside here, coming off of that low that we hit when that institutional sell-off occurred. Now, keep in mind, there are some other things that may stand in our way. We know that Celsius has officially begun liquidating some of their holdings. We obviously don't know right now if any ADA has been tied up in litigation or anything like that. We know the first batch of selling that Celsius did in fact do did not have any ADA in it. It was mostly Link and Bone and a few other assets as well, but did not include any ADA. So all that, $100+ million worth of ADA that they have still does sit in their possession, or at least in some way is tied up in this litigation currently. So if we also did get something from the SEC in terms of a court case against Cardano, that could invalidate it too. But between now and mid-August, I really don't see that happening. I think that right now the market wants to move to the upside. When we look at other assets like BTC, for example, obviously we had this pullback to the, low 20 or mid to low 29s. It hit low 29s, mid 29s. And like I said yesterday, if you guys watched my video about the broader crypto market, these pullbacks need to happen. It's essentially a slingshot pulling back, right? Before you move to the upside, you get this pullback and then you catapult upwards. Right now, when we look at the BTC chart for the year, you can see it's got essentially like these stepping stones, right? It's gone up, it's hit a high level, it's come back down before making the next high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So right now, we may in fact be forming that higher low before the next run up or next step up in the overall crypto market. And obviously with ADA, we may be doing that same exact thing. Keep in mind, this is not alt season or anything like that. I don't expect ADA to go on a rip roaring run to the all-time high this year or anything like that. Do I think we close on a very positive note? Absolutely. I still think, and as always, this is not financial advice, I think ADA closes the year somewhere between probably 80 cents to $1 at this point, based on the trajectory that we're seeing. If things get even better in the broader crypto market, we might, split the all-time high, might be somewhere in that $1.50 range, but it's still a long time before the end of the year. There's a lot of things that can happen. There's a lot of time, obviously, for more developments to roll out in terms of Cardano, and there's even more time for more adoption for the ecosystem to still come. So that's the things to really pay attention for as we move forward here into the next month, as we move through the end of the year. But I appreciate you guys. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you think we are in fact going to break this 40 cent level by mid-August. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Take care.